I don't even know what this video is, but all I know that if you are here on my channel to only watch how to sell books and learn about how to sell books, this is probably not the video for you because you're not going to learn anything right now about how to sell books. I'm going to sit here and have a coffee and I'm going to talk about what is currently on my mind, how I'm feeling, because to be honest, I'm feeling like a little bit flat, a little bit stuck in a rut, and a little bit like life is on Groundhog Day for me. I feel like I'm on the hamster wheel, and I don't know why, but I like to make videos on this channel where I share parts of my personal life and I talk about the roller coaster of my life and how I'm feeling, and I like to be quite vulnerable with you guys, and I just feel like the need to talk at the moment. It's like, I don't know, maybe I need a therapy lesson. Maybe I just need it's like I want to talk to my friends, and I don't want to be talking around the books at the moment. Like, I'm kind of sick of seeing the books. And yeah, anyway, I had somebody leave me a comment the other day, which I will say has kind of irritated me a lot, and it's been playing on my mind a lot. And I try not to let comments get to me on these videos, and this isn't even like one of the worst comments I've ever had, but it just irritated me at this time. And this person left a comment that said, I think I was making a video, I was taking photos, and I was talking about the mindsets of millionaires. And somebody left a comment on the video that said, like, I came here to learn how to sell books, not for a soap opera. And I just kind of thought to myself, you know what? I've got every single video on my channel under the sun about how to sell books. And I've been making videos now for 6 years on YouTube. And I never named my channel Mel the Flipper or Mel the Picker or Mel the eBay Seller or anything like that. My channel is called Back from Burnout. It is my life as I roller coaster through it, going in and out of burnout. And I think that's just part of my life. I'm always going to be this person that struggles with ups and downs. It's who I am. I don't think I'll ever be the type of person who's got my shit sorted and my life runs totally smoothly. But I kind of feel like, I made this channel and set it up so that I could talk about anything that I wanted on this channel. And I wanted to document my life. And my life as a self-employed person is selling books on eBay and running my own small business and selling online. And that is like a massive part of my life. But I feel like there's more to my life than just being a bookseller. And if I'm going to document my life on here and share my ups and downs and my reality, then there's other things that I would like to share that aren't all about how to sell books. And I never wanted this YouTube channel to be a tutorial channel. How to do this, how to do that, how to do that. I wanted it to be more of a channel about me sharing my experiences, things that I've learned along the way that will help you, things that I do in my life that are relatable to you. And I've always wanted this channel to be about helping other people, inspiring other people, motivating other people, and most importantly, just being relatable to other people. Because I think when you're relatable and you share your own journey, the ups and the downs, well, that's where you can give value to other people in their life. And I understand that an educational channel that is all tutorial based and how to is still a channel that gives value to other people. But honestly, that type of channel is not the intention that I ever wanted for this channel. It would bore me to death to be an educational how-to tutorial based channel. I want to share my life here. I want to share the ups and downs. I want to share my book selling journey. But I also want to talk about things that are on my mind and not just be consumed by being a bookseller. So I guess if you are that person that doesn't want to be here for the soap opera, or when I talk about hard times that I'm going through in my life, or good times, whatever it is, like these type of videos aren't here to be negative or to be drama related or just to be fluff. I don't know. These videos that I make sometimes like this are more things that I feel like I need to just, I don't know, they're bottling up inside me, and I don't want them to be like a vent, but I almost need to talk things through sometimes and bring this channel almost back from just like a daily grind of being in the warehouse, because that's kind of, I think, what gets me into a rut, and I start feeling like I'm losing my creativity and I don't get to be as creative when I'm just kind of in this Groundhog Day and making the book videos. So sorry, I understand this video might not be for everyone. If it's not for you, please click off rather than leaving me a message saying that you don't want to watch the soap opera. If it's not your type of video, then that's great. Not every single video is intended to suit every single one of the people here in my audience. So I want to be able to relate to a few different people. Got that off my chest. Had a bit of a wobbly voice there, guys. Thought I was going to bring back the tears. Crying with Mill. Okay, okay, look, guys, I'm not going to lie. I've been feeling a little bit flat for a few weeks now. It's Thursday. I haven't gone to the warehouse. Honestly, I just couldn't face going in there today and looking at all the, shit. This wasn't meant to be a crying video. It's meant to be a hanging out video. Right. I honestly, I couldn't face going into the warehouse today. I don't know if you remember, if you're a long-time viewer here, after I went to America, I met up with Tekken Sports, who's my mentor. And I did a video with Tekken Sports. And I'll link it down below, actually, in the description. And basically, I'd got myself into a rut with the business and I was consumed by a whole lot of unlisted inventory and it was overwhelming me. And that's what happens to me when I have an overwhelming amount of stuff in my surrounding. I don't like lots of stuff. You can see around me, I don't have a huge amount of stuff. I prefer to live a more minimalist kind of lifestyle. And I work better and I thrive in a better environment when everything's clean. And when I went to America, my warehouse was in a state and there was stuff everywhere and I just was feeling very overwhelmed. And I did an interview with Tekken Sports, my mentor. And Tekken Sports basically described to me that what was going on in my eBay store was that I had a virus and I had to get rid of the virus. And the only way to get rid of the virus was I had to do the punishment, basically. I had to do the work and I had to get rid of that virus by clearing up all the unlisted piles and listing the unlisted inventory. And I did that and it took me 3 months to get through that. I worked solidly every single day doing the punishment. I didn't go out buying anything. I just worked my way through what was in the warehouse until I got to the point where I had a spotless clean warehouse and I was in the middle of the day, after I'd done my listing for the day, I was pretty much sitting there twiddling my thumbs thinking, what do I have to do in my business now? Like, everything's done. I'm not reorganizing. I'm not sorting. I'm not moving boxes and piles from here to there, and everything was done. And after I did that, I had this overwhelming feeling of calm. So I'd gone from an overwhelming feeling of stress and anxiety to like an overwhelming feeling of calm. And I vowed that I would never get into that position again. And look at me now. Okay, so last year I bought 22 cages of books from Tom. And in each cage there would be at least probably approximately 1,000 books. And 22 cages, you do the maths, 22,000 books. There's over 20,000 books within this haul. And I'm very grateful for the cages and what the experiences that they've given me. They're going to be extremely profitable. I bought these cages for very, very cheap. And the profit is going to be huge within these cages. But the amount of work and the feeling of just being consumed by these books is now starting to get me down again. So after I moved warehouse in November, I took all of December off. I pretty much was at burnout stage. I was absolutely broken, took the month off listing and doing eBay, and just kind of potted around and made my videos and stuff. And I needed that break. I came back on the 1st of January, but to be honest, I would have liked a little bit more time off. I chose the 1st of January because it just worked. It worked for doing like a quarter. It just worked for coming back and starting a fresh slate, I think, on the 1st of January. So although I would have liked to have a little bit of extra time off, and I still felt like I probably needed a little bit of extra time off the eBay, I am kind of glad that I started it back when I did. But I made a video the other week where I talked about how I've always just created my own job in my life. For the last 24 years, I've created my own jobs. I've just, whatever my life circumstance has been at the time, over my period while I had 4 children, I just created my own jobs, changed them up roughly every 5 years, and started like something different. I tend to get like a bit of an itch around the 5-year mark. Now, I've been reselling for 8 years and I've been doing YouTube for 6 years. I love YouTube. I love making videos. I love talking to you. I love inspiring other people. I love helping other people. That's something that I thrive off. Like, I love help. I want to help everyone. I want to help everyone. I don't necessarily love eBay. Whether or not I still like eBay, I don't know if I love eBay. I definitely don't love it at the moment because I feel like I'm back in this punishment mode and I'm doing the punishment and I'm living my life on like a Groundhog Day, and I'm not feeling like I've got the opportunity to really get out of the warehouse or do anything exciting or change things up. And in reality, I'm creating a job for myself because I want to design a life that you love, or whatever that little saying is, design a life you love. And so the whole sole purpose of me working for my own is so that I create my own rules, I create my own lifestyle, I do things that I want to do, and I get to run my own race, I guess. I don't like working for the man. It doesn't work for me. My ADHD brain doesn't like it. I like doing things on my own. So at the moment though, I feel like I'm a slave to eBay and I feel like I work for eBay. And now I feel like I'm going to a job where I just work for eBay and a slave to eBay, but I don't necessarily feel like I get rewarded from eBay, if that makes sense. Like, it's like I feel like I'm more being constantly punished, and then I have to like do more to try and please the eBay system. And it's like I'm like trying to be a people pleaser. And it's like I've got an employee that I'm like busting my ass off to try and please, while at the same time it's making me a little bit miserable. And I don't know what the answer is, because obviously I need an income. I need to earn money, guys, and I'd rather be doing the eBay grind than going back and working for somebody else. But to be honest, it's truly this YouTube that I absolutely love. Now, I've always had a little bit of a, what would you call it? A complex? When you're a YouTuber, a reselling YouTuber, there's a lot of negativity about resellers, right? In general, there's negativity from people who aren't resellers, that we're just these people, greedy people that come out and buy all the things from the thrift shops or the book fairs, and we take it from the people who need, and now we're buying everything and the thrift shops are going up in prices and we're like these bad people, which is a whole nother debate, which I'm not going to go into because like that's a whole other debate. But one thing I've noticed that YouTube resellers cop, and like we get a lot of flack online, and a lot of it comes down to when reselling YouTubers get to a certain level of their YouTube channel, when their channel grows to a certain amount of subscribers, and they're kind of classed as one of the bigger YouTubers then in the reselling niche, those YouTubers get shot down in forums, on Facebooks, on Reddit, like in comments, about not being real resellers, right? So they get shot down like, oh, they make all their money off YouTube. They're not real resellers. They're like subpar. They don't need to hardly resell. Why would they give all their information out to other people if they were making such good money? They make all their money off YouTube. And there's this real negative connotation, is that the word? There's this real negativity about YouTube resellers who are successful with their YouTube channels. Now, my channel is at that point now where it's growing to one of the bigger, it's getting to a bigger stage of being a reselling channel at nearly 50,000 subscribers. And my YouTube channel does bring me pretty good money now. Like, I think it's pretty good money. It might not be pretty good money to everyone else, but considering when I started this channel, I never thought I would make any money from it. I understand that there's a point where YouTube resellers are making money from their YouTube. But at the end of the day, I think YouTube is part of our business, it's part of our brand. And I don't think it's anything to be ashamed of, because we shouldn't feel bad for trying to make money. I don't feel bad anymore. Like, I think there was a period there where I almost felt bad, like making money, and I've had a lot of money blocks in my life. And now I don't feel bad. Like, I spend full-time hours into this YouTube channel trying to think of ideas, trying to make videos, trying to answer everybody's comments, whether or not that's YouTube, Instagram. And I don't do a great job about that. I'll talk about that a little bit later either. But like, it is a full-time job doing this YouTube and trying to, give value to everyone else. And I don't feel guilty anymore about making money, because I've switched my mindset from feeling guilty about making money or that I'm not worth it to now like, no, I put in the effort for this, and if I make money from this, then go me, yay me, right? So there's a lot of reselling, not a lot actually, that's the wrong word to say. There's a few bigger YouTube resellers. I'm not going to mention names, you'll all know them if you're a reseller. And these people have bigger than me, over 100,000 subscribers on their YouTube channels, and they pump out 60, 70,000 to 150,000 videos every single video. I'm only on 10,000 views roughly every single video, right? There's other people, right? You will start to notice as a YouTube channel gets to that size, their reselling slows down a bit. They're only listing 10 or 20 items a day, and the reselling almost becomes a part-time job with the YouTube. And there's a lot of hate about that within the reselling community. Oh, they're just making their money from the videos. And as somebody who's in that position, I get it. This is a full-time job doing YouTube, and my eBay is a full-time job. And I've always been so worried. I never wanted to be that reseller that gets knocked down for looking like I don't try on my eBay channel. I wanted to be the one where they're going like, she actually does the work. And she actually is trying to run like a full-time eBay store, on top of making these videos and helping other people. But honestly, like, it is super hard, and I'm really struggling at the moment with trying to run basically 2 full-time jobs. And I'm also very torn because I enjoy the YouTube much more than I enjoy my eBay. I find the eBay like a Groundhog Day for me. It's when you're doing eBay as a bit of a side hustle, or on the side, or you started off as part-time, or even when I had small children and my life revolved around children with eBay on the side. eBay's fun then. You just kind of go out, you're finding like lower amount of items and you're listing them, and it's kind of exciting to go in and out of doing that. And then once you do this full time, there's a switch on eBay from going part-time to full-time, and eBay becomes a grind, and eBay now is paying your bills, and now you've got responsibilities where it's not so much fun anymore. This is the daily grind that has to pay the bills, and eBay is a roller coaster, and things are slow up and down, and you got to do it. And it's hard for me because now I'm in this balance of I love doing YouTube and eBay is a grind. And I totally understand why these bigger YouTubers have to scale back their eBay businesses to only doing like 10 or 20 items a day, because that's all they physically have time for. Because I'm at the point now where, once again, I feel exhausted trying to keep up with everything. Like, life feels like a constant rush of exhaustion, but also it feels like this Groundhog Day now where I'm not even getting to be so much creative with my videos, because trying to make a video every couple of days, which is what I want to do. I want to make a video. I realize the impact that my videos give on other people. I realize how much it helps people. And ultimately that is what I feel like, almost like my mission and my goal here is in life, is to help other people, to give value. That's what I want to do. I want to build like a life around helping. That's what I thrive off. That's what I love doing. And so maybe it's just because I'm in this grind with all these cages and I feel like I'm doing the punishment, but I actually feel like I might have to reevaluate where I'm sitting when I finish the cages, because what I've decided is I don't want to do the cage volume game like this again. Like, I've got the opportunity after these cages are finished to buy another 22 cages of books and do the same thing over and over. But I don't want to. I've worked it out all right already now. It's not something I want to do. And last weekend, I think, was kind of like it brought it back to me. I haven't really been out thrifting much this entire year. I've done a book fair. I've done like a couple of just very small local shops, but I haven't done like a big thrifting trip, or I haven't done like a day where I just go out sourcing at all the shops. I used to do that all the time. I'd spend the entire day driving around store to store, thrifting and getting excited about all the stuff that I would find. And now I just don't have time for it. And how can I justify going out and buying all this new inventory when I've got thousands and thousands of books that are sitting there waiting for me to go through? But honestly, like, those books that are waiting for me to go through, they don't excite me. It's a grind. Most of them are low end. They're not subjects that I enjoy selling or looking for or engaging in. So I'm kind of like doing these niches of books that don't interest me or excite me. And so it's almost makes you lose the love of it. And last weekend, Tom and I went to just 3 stores on the weekend. I took the weekend off. It was my daughter's birthday. Well, it was my daughter's birthday on Tuesday, but we kind of did like a breakfast and stuff with her on the Sunday. And I had my daughter that weekend. I didn't do any other work, except for a little bit of listing at night. Guys, I'm always doing some work. But I didn't make a video and I didn't go to the warehouse. And Tom and I just went out to a few stores, and I found some really, really great books, and I got excited again. I found a Facebook haul that made me excited, and I brought those books back to the warehouse and I looked at them and I felt excited. I get to photograph these now and list these, and I know how much money these are going to make me, and these are exciting. These are books that I wanted to pick. These are books that I wanted to put into my store. And it's brought back that reminder to me where I'm like, that's the eBay that I love. Going out, buying things that I feel excited that I had knowledge about, that know that I'm going to sell for really good money, and then coming back to put those into my store. And today, Tuesday, I didn't go into the warehouse either. I stayed home. It was my daughter's birthday. We went to breakfast. We went shopping for baby clothes for her baby. And I took the day off. I didn't want to go in. And then yesterday I went back to the warehouse and I'm back in there at the grind, and I'm flat again. And so today I didn't want to go in again. And I'm thankful that I've got my shipping set for 2 days postage and handling, because every second day, if I need to have a break, I can. And I don't generally take a break because I've got too much work to do. I don't have time to take breaks. That's how I feel. I feel like I don't have time to take breaks. I've got to be grinding all the time. And I don't even know where this vlog is going. It's chopped and changed, and that's typical me. I'm obviously very aware that I put myself out here on YouTube and I open myself up for criticism, especially being as vulnerable as I am. This is a channel that is sharing vulnerability, and that is going to open me up to more criticism than other people. But I do feel like resellers in general cop a lot of criticism. Now, going back to the comment that was about, like, I came here for all about the books. I've got a wide range of people that follow me on this channel. They're not all about how to sell books. Like, there's a lot of people that aren't resellers that watch me, and they relate to me on a different level, and like that, they watch my reselling content because they still enjoy listening to me. A lot of my reselling content, I chit chat and bring stuff in about my normal life anyway. Like, I'm not the typical eBay reseller YouTuber. I'm just not. I've tried to find other channels that are like me on YouTube. I can't find other people that are like me. I don't seem to find them. I feel like I don't know. Sometimes I look for inspiration or to try and find other people that I can relate to, and I don't find them that easily on YouTube. I find people that I don't relate to, and I'm actively seeking more people that I can relate to. If you've got any suggestions, please drop them down. They don't have to be resellers. In fact, I prefer not to follow resellers because I don't want to morph into what every other reseller is doing on their YouTube channel. I don't want that. I want to be different. And I don't even know. I'm just letting you know how I'm feeling. And I think that I'm going to have to make a few videos that are a little bit maybe outside the warehouse to just bring some spark back to me, because I'm feeling like I feel like the videos now have to be almost the same, because my daily life reselling is the same. I pack orders, I photograph books, I list books, I sort books. That's all I do in my reselling life, pretty much. Photograph, list, pack, sort, right? So every single day, if I'm making videos in here doing this, that's what I'm sharing. And I just get in a bit of a rut. I get excited. I just go through stages. I'm either really high energy or I'm really low energy, and I find it really hard to be a little bit in the middle and find a balance of energies. I'm either up or I'm down, and you'll know when I'm up and you'll know when I'm down. And guys, I don't even know what this video is. Sorry. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how I'm feeling. Now that I've gone into this volume mode, I don't know if I love it. I don't know if I love it. And I don't know if I so much love eBay as full-time grind. I love parts of it as a full-time grind, but I kind of prefer when it was fun. And full-time just isn't really fun. Like, it's benefits. I don't have to work for someone else. You know, I wouldn't change it for the world, but it's lost its fun, which means it's lost its spark, which means I struggle with a lot of that stuff. And when sales are really good, it's easy to be up and high energy. And when sales are low, it's easy to be down and struggling to find that motivation, and you have to really push yourself. And I know how to find motivation. You find motivation by doing and just getting up and doing it and stop complaining. And I don't mean this to be a complaining video, and it is. I don't know. Guys, let's end it. I don't know where I'm going. I'm just fluffing. Love you. Bye.